screen. We're off. Hello, if you're watching the recording of this. Today is the 17th of September and it's 10:15. Hooray! And we're doing another one of these lives. You can hear someone singing. The thing is, when I've started these, I haven't quite known what I'm going to do until literally I start going. Oh, there we go. Everyone's appeared. Hello. Hello. Gosh, that was fast. Wow. 4 people came up all at once. All said hello at exactly the same time. Pretty cool.
Do people have nothing better to do?
They're literally waiting for the notification.
You probably are.
So for those of you who don't know who I'm talking to my boyfriend James, who's on the other side of the room. There we go. I'm not quite ready, but James and I were like, just press enter, just go, starts.
Just do it.
Just do it. Because I get nervous right at the beginning. I'm spoiling us. Well, the thing is, I'd like to do more of this. That's sort of my plan. Get better at it. Get better at it. Do more of them. Get into a routine. Hopefully, she says, with James's support. I mean, the first week, it's the first week of doing this, so sort of finding our feet. Like the other night, I definitely did it too late. This may even be a little bit too late.
A little bit.
Yeah. Bum. So I won't be on air for like 4 hours or so. We're up tomorrow as well. Hope so. Yay! Hope. My Essexness is coming through. So what have we been doing on the last few ones? What have we been doing? Well, ignore the shininess. I've just put it in a Polly Pocket because I'm nervous of it getting damaged, because watercolour damages very easily. One bit of spit. So we did this. Colour's a bit dark, but we did this I did this with you guys watching the other day. It's watercolour, and hold on. It could be it's just the reflection making it.
No, absolutely not. It's me messing with it.
That's all right. See, we're still finding our feet. As I held it up, I was like, oh, that's a little bit dark there. Hey,
That's
I'll just let
dull,
you have a look
isn't
at it whilst James fills with colours. This is my tech man. Do you want to say hi, James?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, which microphone's got the microphone?
Oh.
Cool. James knows Twitch better than I do, so James is sort of like my Twitch manager. Pretty.
Is that better?
Cool, a little bit orange.
A little bit orange?
Cool.
Should I put the white balance on auto?
Go for it.
It is on auto.
Ah.
Well, I'll put it on manual then. And
Oh, okay. Do you want me to?
how's that?
A little bit more to the right.
Really?
I'm an artist. The colour matters. I'm making a joke here. Yeah. Because it's actually more pink,
There?
isn't it? Yeah. That's closer. Yeah. There you go.
Is that it?
Still a little bit orange, but it'll do.
No. You're an artist. Oi. There. How about that?
Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, much better. Very saturated, but it's good. No. We leave it. Woohoo!
Okay.
Colour does matter. It does matter.
Okay, if you're sure.
Dab on it.
Yes, you're right. Becky needs to do ASMR. So that we can watch it. Not watch it, we need to listen to it.
Oh yeah, I'm on my rocking chair today,
in
so
our
I'm going to
beds
keep rocking.
at night.
James.
Alone.
James got me to record some audio stuff this week. He misled me though. He didn't tell me what he was going to do with it. We were just playing around. So...
You wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it. But then he was like, right, let's put this on the internet. I was like, what? No! But yeah, if you go to his Twitter, what is your Twitter? James Lives On. James Lives On. And you'll see a link to his SoundCloud, and you can hear me reading a little bit of Alice in Wonderland. Not that much, but yeah, that's something else we did this week. See, we're taking your requests seriously.
Well, I am.
We both are.
Okay.
We both are.
You want to raise up the camera's not as high as it. There used to be another tin.
Yes, I can put on another tin.
Okay.
Or a box, actually. We got another something else we could pop it on. Let's have a look. What else can I put it on? Hold on. Put it on some Lurpak, James. Because I was putting it on the other tin, but I kept tipping my paintbrushes out. It's not necessarily a good thing.
This was the perfume.
That's the one I was doing. Oh, I could finish that, I suppose. It's still got a lot more.
I suppose it has, yeah.
I thought I'd finished that.
No, I want you to do the other one.
I think I finished the other one.
What other one? No, I mean the watercolour you want to do tonight.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. You know what? I'd even forgotten about that. Isn't it funny?
Nice pyjamas, huh?
Nice pyjamas, yeah. They look...
Back off.
I don't know what colour they look on camera, but they're pink. They're from my sister. Yeah, baby. How did the perfume bottle turn out? James just showed you this one. Hold on. So this is the one I was doing the other day. This is my third stream, so this is one we did on stream 2. Ooh, we've got a series now, James.
You got a series?
We've got a series.
Series of streams.
Series 1, episode 2. Let me just find the other one, which I think is there. So then this is the first stream I did. More or less finished. I want to put some more dark lines in.
Colours look really good on that camera.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, don't you think?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah? You don't have to put the camera on me.
No, but it looks like I'm just talking to myself.
Okay.
Well, literally to myself.
Yeah.
But then that's that one. So far on my streams, well, there was one stream I did that I didn't record. I did that one on the first stream. We're doing well. We're creating some work.
Yeah.
Aren't we, James?
Yeah, we are. I'm going to put some stuff on Etsy tonight, I think.
Yeah. James is helping me, bless him.
I like this, and this, and this. I like your nighttime.
You really like that one. You always got your draw.
Well, this one?
That one. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll keep it.
That's what I was actually thinking. You've picked it up so many times.
Have I really?
Yeah, you might as well. Oh, and I did that, but I didn't stream myself painting that. But that's all I've done in the last week. So, yes! Yes! I keep doing the arms. Okay, today's plan.
What's today's plan, Becky?
Today's plan.
Yes.
I am going to hopefully, do a watercolour of an arch of a church where I live.
Ooh.
I haven't drawn it so far. Everything that I've done a stream of, I've already had it sort of done already, in a sense. I've done like a third. I can always make it smaller. Done a third of it or whatever. But today, no, nothing is done. Proof that I actually start my own work. Hooray! It's not James doing it and I catch up.
Hmm?
What have I come over here for?
Yeah.
Watercolours.
I feel like I should get out of the way.
Alright.
You should. I don't feel like I'm alright.
I like having you nearby. I'm only inspired when you're here. You are my inspiration.
Am I?
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright, just for a second, just so I can see what I'm doing. So, this is my watercolour and gouache box.
What's gouache?
Gouache is like a combination of watercolour and acrylic. It's quite thick. Pencils that I've had for like 15 years. A watercolour palette. I thought you were going to strangle me with those for a second. Are you taking my headphones?
I want to listen to the stream.
How dare you? Nothing else I need. No. I want to play with gouache, but I don't want to embarrass myself because it's been so long. Listen to music. Oh. Had a bit of an accident today. I accidentally poked my left eye with lots of paper and pretty darn hurt. So, and then every now and again my eye starts randomly watering. It'll be fine, it's absolutely fine. But if I keep doing this, it's because my eye's just really sore. It's almost like exaggerated, like when you've been in the water and it's at the swimming pool and your eyes are really sore from chlorine. It's a bit like that. Hold on, let's put some lovely music on Spotify. I'm going to put my lovely big energetic playlist on to keep me awake. No, I wasn't very well yesterday. Let's have a look at comments. Sorry. Can I scroll? Coraline prints. I do still have some Coraline prints. I've only got, on me right now, I've only got my small ones. I think they're in the box with the Rapunzel, like half and half, but you don't have to get them. It's okay. But no, I will eventually put things up. James and I were talking about what to put up, what not to put up. Hopefully it's half and half in there because I was out of containers. Thank you, you really are my assistant. Hold on, I need to see what I'm doing. There we go. So these are the Rapunzel ones, and hopefully Coraline is in there somewhere. Haha, there you go.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So I've got baby ones, and then I've got ones that are the same size as those other prints, with the big ones.
These are nice.
Yeah.
You have a lot of these.
I filmed me pick. Yeah, I do. I know they were one of the first prints I printed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, cool. I prefer her over her. Her hair looks like she's got bananas in it. Look, I absolutely hate the hair on this. Bananas. That's all I see. Bananas. But yeah, at some point. There you go. Well, I've learned a lot. I will repeat myself over and over about that. Because I feel like I have learned a lot. Where's my orange watercolour pencil? I'm missing one. That might have to do.
So how will you start this adventure?
How will I start the adventure? Draw it for starters. You guys might not be able to see, but
literally just draw it.
Just draw it. Usually I should be a bit more precise than this, I suppose, but yeah.
Okay.
I haven't done this for years,
Okay.
so I'm pretty nervous. The pressure is on. Can Rebecca still draw her own work? Yeah. Can you hear it? No. Cool. Where can I put that?
The Rapunzel one is so cute. I've watched the video of you painting that.
So James hasn't seen it. You haven't seen it, have you?
No. I've browsed through your art channel. You don't need to bring it up.
Yes, I do.
No. Don't bring it up. I'll watch it another time.
You can watch it over there. I can link you to it.
I could, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I can't remember if I know I drew Rapunzel at the beginning. I can't remember. So actually, I need to really worry about that unless something crops up. So I can't remember what the top was because I didn't get the top in it. Doesn't matter.
Improvise.
Improvise. I'm not a realistic person. Person? I'm nervous. Isn't it funny?
Why are you nervous?
Now you're over my shoulder.
Stop being nervous.
Now you're over my shoulder.
Yeah. I'll leave you to it for a bit.
I'm fine. That's not even central. You're like, it doesn't matter, just improvise.
Well, I mean...
Actually, it looks pretty, you can't see, that's good.
Pencil.
Oh yeah. When I took the picture of what I was doing, I was on a treasure hunt with my family across the town I lived, well, not where I live now, my hometown, I suppose. And we were searching a churchyard, the front courtyard area, not a graveyard, for a sign, a plaque. We didn't find it, actually. It's one of the only clues we missed. But then I saw the arch and I thought, oh, that's pretty. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to put it on Instagram. That's weird.
What?
Nah. Oh, I did pause it. Good, good. Magic. I'm worried my door's going to be too small. It's almost like I need to draw it even bigger than it actually is. Oh dear, this is looking very rude at the moment. No, I'm not happy with that. Start from the outside, put inside and work your way in. It's quite a modern door actually. I got my ruler but I haven't actually ended up using it, which is quite funny. Perspective is not my strong suit. Yeah, let's do that. There we go, let's put them. Ooh. You can see it a little bit, I suppose. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I haven't drawn or painted dream catchers, maybe when I was a kid, but not properly. Dream catchers as a subject, they're pretty tricky. I adore dream catchers. I think they're brilliant. But it's funny, whenever anyone sees one in my life, the comments can get quite severe. So the idea of even just drawing one of any kind makes me nervous. This is where it's good to have a grid. I should have already put a grid on this. Rebecca doing freehand. Hooray! Oh, you can see a little bit. Every day, goodness, thank you. How are you, James? They're asking you, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Shadow's not too bad. YouTube. I know that mine no longer corrects when I type in YT. Used to for a while. There we go, that's a little bit better. But it looks too long. Is the paper the same both sides? I'm going to start again, I'm not happy. This is my paper from Cassart, which is sort of hit and miss. It's watercolor paper, but it's not the best quality paper ever. You can only put like so much on it before it absorbs, more than absorbs, and goes all crinkly. Let's just do this freehand. Is that too big? There was a comment on on one of my videos from 2007, about a month ago, that sort of made me really nervous. And the girl in the comments said, "I remember watching this when I was 6 years old, and I'm 16 now. My goodness, time flies," or something like that. She was like 10 years older. Wow. I'm really unhappy with this. My goodness.
What's wrong with it?
Oh no, it's all the dimensions are wrong. Everything is wrong.
What do you mean?
It's terrible. And then this is where I screw stuff up normally. 4. Is there 4? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And they should be closer together as well. No. I don't even think I've got a rubber. I did have a rubber on the table, but I can't remember where it went. I think I've got a rubber in my box, haven't I? I'm not happy with it at all. I can't get it. Okay, I have other rubbers. It looks like a 5-year-old's done it. I know, it's literally nothing, is it? That's what's hilarious. Shut up.
You've barely done it.
I know. So if I can't, this is what I'm like in life though, James. If I can't do it, I don't do it. We should name this one, "Hey, draw with Becky or watch Becky suffer." The struggles of an artist, put it that way. Gotta be so careful how many times you rub out.
I think you underestimate how many times other people start and stop.
Yeah, probably. You know me well though.
I know you.
Don't swear. Let's start again. Third time. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's not completely stable, let's be aware. I don't want to use the ruler.
That'd be nervous, that's right next to your head.
Okay. I suppose people can still hear the scratching, can't they?
Mm-hmm.
I am drawing. Yes, I am.
Looks good.
It's terrible. I know the microphone's really close. Hello. Hi. Maybe we should just turn this into an ASMR video. Ow.
You give people the wrong idea.
ASMR isn't necessarily sexual. It depends on the people watching.
I don't care what you say. I don't care. That argument does not fly with me at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw actually something on Twitter today and I was a bit weirded out by it. A person doing ASMR was pretending to be a nun during the Black Death and you had Black Death, the audience. And I was just like, what? It was just, yeah.
You're going to have to walk me through that one day.
I didn't watch it. It was just like a screenshot of something.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't know. It was a screenshot on Twitter. And the person that tweeted it said, this is self-care in 2018 or something. Sometimes what you regard as the most simplest thing to do is actually probably the worst thing to do. It's like on Bake Off, they say you should have been more simple. More simple. Simpler. Whatever. Okay, I've done my little lines. See, that should be higher. Or maybe I'll be inspirational. Hey, this is what you do if you keep pursuing through the pain and the suffering.
You're probably the worst example for that.
Thank you. I really am, aren't
I? Nothing makes me calmer than pretending I have the Black Death. That's, yeah.
Yorkshire tea. I had about, I don't know, an inch of wine about an hour ago. I drank the rest of the bottle. Now I can recycle the glass. Hooray! See, whereabouts is that? That's there. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Okay, that's my step. Done. That's much better. Yeah, for recycling. Yes. I had the most smallest bit of wine left, but I said to myself, nope, nope, I'm not going to drink that the other night. I will save it and then I'll recycle it when I genuinely need to drink it. That makes no sense. Yeah, that seems to curve round. That's bizarre. No, it's not symmetrical, is it? No. So basically, it just keeps going round and round. Oh, okay, got it. Doesn't go round one more. It does stop on that one. And then pathway comes out, I think. Gotta get my perspective. There wasn't really anything for me to see up there, because that's where my photo stops. I know the church though. I think water, and then we'll start. Excuse me. Cool, done my basis. Where's my cup? Hold on, I need to get my tins. Pencils. Let's just take them, that's easier. That's probably ASMR in itself, James. Just the pen there.
It doesn't sound good, I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going through my paintbrushes. I just need really tiny ones because it's going to be a really tiny detail. Not that tiny, I don't think. I'll try it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Haven't told Twitter, James.
Oh no.
No. I just suddenly realised. Just pop that in there. So do I just link to my art channel then? I'm still new to this. Spotify link, yeah, go for it. It's still called Becky O. The latest ones, yeah, it's kept the title.
What is?
The current live stream.
The stream title, huh?
Yeah, I've got to change it. Can I change it when I'm on live though?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Oh. Not in a while.
Do you want me to change it?
Can do.
What do you want to change it to?
I don't know, painting with Becky.
You gonna paint?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
I'll change it.
I'm gonna have a go at painting anyway. Come join. That's kind of funny.
What's up?
Typing. Someone likes my typing.
Oh, cool.
No, it just comes up with Becky O.
Can I keep the O part, or do you want it gone?
I can take the Becky O gone. The O gone. Alright. Will I do another Becky Makes? I don't have a plan to do one at the moment. Maybe in the future. I'm sort of testing my feet with this, I suppose, at the moment. This is my current project with good old James behind me. No, over there, actually, today he is. A bit nervous. Ooh, and we're in. But James and I did do a video a couple of months ago with croissants. We made croissants together, and I think they were pretty good. I think they were good. We didn't have any soggy bottoms. using them like acrylics straight away. Like in the same way that he has pet peeves. What's his name? Who am I talking about? Guy from Bake Off. My thing is, yeah. My thing is, oh, I'm painting like acrylics. Sort of drawing my lines, I suppose. Putting it into paint. See, that's blue. Okay. Let's draw the door. I think the door's a nice colour. Oh, you can see me mixing there actually. That's a good place to put it. Look at that, my lovely messy palette. So I haven't watched enough watercolour streamers to know what people's palettes look like. Ah, tissue, that's what I'm missing. And whether or not that's like sacrilege, but that's what I do. Soggy Wilson. Well, the thing is, Bake Off has loads of sexual innuendos. I don't think that's what they intended. I mean, over the course of a couple of series, it kind of became a little bit obvious, especially by series 5, I think. But he does say soggy bottom in series 1. James and I had Bake Off on just before we came on here, and we're watching series 1, and he does, yeah, soggy bottom. It's really important. So I don't think it is a sexual thing to begin with, anyway. One thing I've learned with watercolour is you have to be patient because the colour bleeds. So it's almost like you've got to paint certain colours first and then come back to sections. Don't try and do it all at once. Don't try and do your orange and your blue when they're when they're next to each other on the paper, because they will bleed into one another and you'll end up with green. Which is what I was doing with the other painting the other day. Did it in sections. See, that's quite light there. I'm listening to Taxi by Gregory Everson, I think. See, I think this is basic watercolour. I'm treating it like acrylic, which is not necessarily, well, no, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a pet peeve. Or it's something I want to get out of. I'd like to actually use watercolour in the way that I guess you're supposed to. Or the way that I see lots of other people use it anyway. See, that's very thick, that line I've just done. Brown, where's my brown? I'm almost out of brown, I think. I can make brown. Which is what I'm doing. Bleeding colours can be a really, really good technique, and you can get some awesome painting, outcomes from it. But if it's not what you want, it can completely ruin your painting, especially if they're opposing colours. There's some really cool paintings where artists have used, they've deliberately done it Like, I know one thing I used to do was like get a straw or even just sit there and go and deliberately make it all merge together. Excuse me. So right now I'm trying to do lots of my warm colours. I'm going to put some blue on in a few minutes, but try and get the warmer stuff done first. See, I think there's too much water in. Yeah, way too much. Okay, very orange. Thank you, Lily. So there is actually I think there's a slight delay between the comments on the screen on the... Oh, right, James has just explained it. Cool. Yeah, James has explained it all good. I have a follower. And that came out, yeah, I haven't got headphones in. Argin in Mist. Argenda in Mist. Thank you. So I get the impression that lots of people here have followed me from other accounts and things. Is there anybody here that's appeared just from Twitch? Because I know that a few people did appear the other day from just Twitch. I struggle to say the word Twitch. It's Twitch in general.
Is it because you say Twitch?
Twitch, yeah. In my brain I can't say Twitch. Hurts the brain, James. It's like trickster and tricher. Very similar. And both are used by different fighters in the community. I'm feeling much better about this now. I know my younger self used to say, you know, keep going, and then there'll be a moment where things sort of come to life and you'll go, ah. In the same way, like with editing, there's a moment right at the end where I'm like, ah, there we go, there's the puzzle. I can see what I'm creating now. I've even talked about that actually in one of my videos. 2015, where I was going through all the things it takes to be a YouTuber. And I was like, there's a moment in editing where I just go, insert dramatic shots.
Ignore that.
What are you up to?
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
I've just been looking at this.
With the northern... Oh, no.
This, right. If I point at the camera. Is there an intentional pattern there?
Why?
Do you see the pattern? There's a sort of like a head here and 2 feet down here, and it's like maybe a trumpet or something, or flute, or...
You're not the first person to have said that.
Really?
There wasn't a pattern, but my dad said it looked like someone was going like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. My dad said that. So about a year ago, I think it was.
I've come up with a title on Etsy for this. I'm gonna put that on there. I'm going to do something with that.
Go for it. Enjoy yourself. James is very good with business stuff. And he's sort of taken over in a really good way. Not a bad way at all. But he's helping me with my store, which is And in return I cook and I clean and pay the petrol and...
I wouldn't say that. I would not agree. Thank you for saying that publicly.
The way you just said that makes it sound like that's true. No, I'm joking. I'm making a joke. We do joke. What was the other thing we joked about?
I don't know.
No. Right at the beginning of our relationship, we joked about a lot of things with the internet. I can't remember what the other one was. Yeah, James has helped tremendously, and also he's done a little bit more behind the scenes with like frame rates and quality, and we've got a different lead. Like we've even progressed from yesterday. We've got a different camera, one of his, and a lead, and I don't even understand what it is. I think Ethernet. There you go. I do know what that is, but I just didn't know quite what he was up to. So we're doing good. I'm sitting a bit better as well today. I've got my little chair that one of you got me when I moved in. My posture chair with the blue seat. There you go. So my back's better today. It's a different colour that side, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let's see, it's going to go pink, isn't it? I mean, you could write in the description, James, that that's been all over the world. That's the one that went to Dubai and came back.
Oh, that's why it's been sold out, is it?
Yes, yeah, because it did sell. Even when it came back, I didn't know why it had come back for a while. Can they see okay? Yeah, they can. Acrylic, watercolor. Watercolor. Not quite right, but that'll do. Where's my rubber? Have to do. Try to get my hair in it. I didn't try out my art either. We'll get better at that. Then I cut the snap. Right, that's no charge now. Like a base colour. I'm treating it like acrylic. What inspires me? James.
Nope.
Yes.
Not. Okay. I won't argue.
You do. I think you're very inspirational. Insert the list. You're like, oh, shucks. Oh, stop, it's too much. It's true. It's way too much water on there. And actually, the windows need to be closer together. Got hair in my art. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know what I forgot to do the other day. I forgot to do progress shots.
Well, that's a good idea.
So when I've done a little bit more, I'll take a picture. Well, the thing is, like, there's so many Instagram accounts and things where people only post like the final art, like nothing in the middle or the mess, or they just post the mess, so you don't really get to see any of the art. That's what I'm worried about, or have been worried about. I didn't want to post too many studio shots as opposed to actual work. It's easy to fall into that trap. But art is messy. Art can take time. Art can be uplifting, art can be depressive. I won't go into too much depth, but there was a painting I remember seeing when I was at school. Somebody a couple of years older than me that was doing GCSEs at the time was painting very large women for her coursework, and she looked into an artist, and I forget the name, but it was on. She had all this work in the, like, it was presented by Dame Elizabeth Hall in the corridor, and I remember thinking, wow, and wow, naked women. But no, the person that she studied, they didn't just paint large women, they painted abused women as well. And it was on Instagram, actually, this art the other day, and it was just bizarre how in my mind I thought the art, like growing up, I thought it was one thing and it had a completely different message. Art's not just for fun. I think it's the same artist that drew the, like, you know, in geography and maps and things like that. He drew the lines all over the women in his paintings. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. James isn't sitting and watching me literally. He's doing lots of different things at the moment. But he likes to monitor as well, which is good. He knows what he's doing. But he's doing other things as well, I think. You were watching football earlier.
American football.
American football.
Please don't discredit me.
Soccer.
No.
No?
American football is different from soccer.
I don't know what the difference is.
American football, otherwise known as the NFL, has Americans running into each other repeatedly, and has lots of adverbs.
Cool.
Normal football, or soccer.
Soccer.
I don't enjoy.
I still don't understand the difference between which one's which. You have to show me.
Okay.
NFL. Is that the one where you showed me the video of behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Right. Trying to think of that running down the pitch. It's a bit like rugby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Seen loads of rugby matches at Twickenham as a steward. Even been hit by the ball.
I bet you have.
Yeah, and because at that, in some of the jobs we had to face the other way and watch the crowd, see if anyone was smoking or getting into fights. I got hit on the head once.
I never did you any harm.
Tons of harm. I'm still recovering. That bump was massive. Different colour now. funny. In my brain, I thought I'd do this a bit more like the other stuff I've done recently, but actually it's turning into more, so far, more or less a realistic looking one. Nothing wrong with that. Can redo it. Oh, let's let that dry before I do any more on that. Best Tisserand products. If you have a diffuser, they do their own diffuser, but if you can use your own if you already have one. I just love putting lavender and peppermint together, and then James and I love the Head Clear. Although
Head Clear.
Yeah, Head Clear. It's been rebranded to Mind Clear. So if you look at the shop, it's Mind Clear. The Sleep Better diffuser oil. It's lovely, but for me, I do prefer it as a rollerball as opposed to a room smell. The same for De-Stress. Super lovely. Might use a smaller brush actually for this bit. Where did I? What was it there?
I'm surprised actually, thinking about this. That you're not inspired by Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
I am. I just don't know what to paint from it. Like, trees are not my strong suit. I was thinking about that the other day, and then I thought to myself, the game's almost like a painting anyway. How can I improve on that?
Oh, shush you.
Maybe with oils, and then with these swirly thingies, do them in the opposite, because it's quite difficult to do that unless you wait for the paint to dry.
Swirly things are really nice.
Yeah. I think I had this thought in the shower actually, with the swirly things, paint them opposite. Not the swirly things, but I don't want to say what they are in case, you know. Still too dark. Light. Right, first time I'm turning it round. Just gonna push it out of the way. Well, I was inspired by you, James.
Yeah.
I even painted you, didn't I?
Yes.
Steady hand. Actually, we probably could tell Patreon what I'm doing, like send them out a link.
Do you know you can do Patreon specific
Yes.
streams and stuff?
Well, a while ago, I know I could.
Yeah.
It's good when it goes well. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking. I know we used to do Google Hangouts, and for the most part, 90% of the time it was good. But when you're doing almost private Hangouts, it can go terribly wrong. Just drying it on up. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the right way up now. See, this doesn't actually look as good as it does in real life on screen. Whereas I think the other one the other day did. It's a little bit bleeding there. But I'm not happy with this size. Okay. Let's try another bit. I don't want to get the paper wet. Oh, I know I've got the wrong brush, haven't I? Wrong size. It looks like an orange TARDIS. I always like to have a reference. It depends what I'm painting. So for me, right now, I guess I know I'm fussing about what it looks like, but it's more about painting. That's what's just painting, just creating something that looks pretty, I suppose. But sometimes it's good to draw from your brain. It just depends what you're creating. So I've got a photo reference today, but sometimes people use models and therefore they move. Even when they're trying to stay as still as possible, they can move. Possible. And some words I struggle with. Like little. I hate the word little.
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher. Yep, there's another one. Not sure why. I wish I could put it on. Okay. I should have done that line later. Not sleepy yet. No, not yet. See, do we do anything? There are things I struggle with. I struggle painting trees with leaves. I've always found that tricky. I can paint trees, but only in winter. That's why all my tree paintings have no leaves.
Have you tried?
Yep. They look like blobs. They look like children trees, like nice pretty trees, and then all this random like green fluffy stuff.
Have you tried to improve?
Yes, that's a good question. I've tried to do Bob Ross's technique with the little feathery brush. Never comes out like his. I've even tried. Actually, you can probably see on some of my night sky ones my attempts at trees. Horrendous. We can both cry about it later. I saw them. Even though it's a bigger brush, it's more precise. The tip's more precise. See, I haven't said any of the brushes I'm using. Like, you know, makeup artists, they say, I'm using the so-and-so brush from the so-and-so company. Don't know if it's the same in the art world on here. I am using some brushes from Dale Rowney. They came in a packet. I don't even think they're watercolour. They behave like watercolour brushes. I think they're more acrylic. I think it was cheaper to buy them in the packet than it was to buy them individually. Bought them last year. Okay. Well, it's not going to be even, is it? See, I sometimes work weekends, so I haven't really got a schedule down at the moment. Water brush pen. I do have some, actually. I'm not a huge fan. I worry. I've had a few mistakes where you squeeze the brush too hard and all the water comes out. I think for children or people that are just beginning, or it doesn't really matter. It depends on what you're painting, I suppose, but for some people they're fantastic. For me, it just makes me nervous. Oh. Just get the bases down. The good thing though is that doing this, it means that if I leave it on my YouTube, then anyone can watch them at any time. So even though the live aspect isn't there, you can still go and see them somewhere else when you are able to sit and watch. They're talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put something on Instagram. It's almost like before we come on, we need to have certain things set up, ready to go.
Do you want to hear some of the descriptions I'm putting on?
Go for it.
Or I'll come over.
You'll come over.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I've called this one.
Oh, hold on, James. 1 second, hold on. We're doing my little social
Oh,
media.
you're doing a thing?
Yeah.
You're posing.
I am. Go for it. I am posing.
Oh, you've put your stuff on my chair as well.
Oh, apologies. Move it.
I've got my hands full.
1 second. It's all about me, James. Everything has to be on my terms. I'm a very demanding girlfriend.
I've called this one.
See, I think it looks better in real life. It looks terrible on there.
No, I think it looks great on camera.
Really?
Hmm.
Just, it looks... Okay, that looks horrific like that. No.
It looks fine.
Tell me your descriptions.
This one is called Ascended Above, and I've written about it. The phone lines were cut first, then the electricity went dead. Some were scared, others expected it. Then they were taken in the night, leaving only streaks in the sky. I like that. And then
You're creative. You know, you said you liked the Alka Instagram post.
the Alka.
Yeah. Your one that you wrote.
Yes.
About the internet. That makes me... It's sort of like you're releasing your creativity there.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm having a lot of fun with this. This one.
Oh.
This one is Hidden in the Sky.
I love that one. I don't know. I don't want to sell that one.
It doesn't happen often. No human has ever...
Ooh.
Ooh.
I have a follower. Burnt Prairie. Hey. Oh,
Burnt
not
Prairie.
Little... That does not sound good because the little house on the prairie all burned down at the end.
Well, that makes sense.
That's possibly what they're inspired by.
Doesn't happen often. No human has ever photographed the phenomenon. Most can't see it with the naked eye. Luckily, for your artistic pleasure, we've managed to capture it on camera.
In
On
pink
canvas.
On canvas.
On canvas.
So close. That was good.
And then there's another one I've called Chasing Beyond. And it goes, you can feel the dew on your feet. It was cold. The flashlight of him is coming from beyond the hill. This is it. It's time to stop. He's here. Anyway, I'm having fun. I'm having fun with your Etsy.
Blimey. You're sweet.
Thank you.
You're more than sweet. I can't even spell correctly. I'm currently on, I'm doing an Instagram post on Twitch live streaming watercolor piece. Come and say hello. The link is in my bio. In the future, I don't know. Okay, share. Well done. Well done, Rebecca. I've never posted so many photos on my Instagram in such a short space of time. Just check it links through. Someone's just said we should make a book together.
I've just seen that.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yes.
I completely agree.
But what would we talk about?
Who cares? It'll be amazing, whatever it is.
No, in the sense, like, Rebecca, the many shades of Rebecca. Rebecca when she's with James. Okay, I mean, come on, you're more creative than me. Come up with something. Come on.
Why is it that your name is on
Why do I have to be the big one? Yeah.
Why, yeah, exactly. Why are you the headline here?
Because my name is known more than yours.
Won't be for long.
It needs to be like stunt written. You know, grab Becky's audience. Sell to the punters.
For the first one.
Pardon?
Maybe for the first one.
For the first one, yeah. So the first book is Rebecca and James, and then the second one is James and Rebecca. See, all my windows are different colours, but I want to do an extra colour over the top of them. Oh my goodness, someone's watched both my last streams today. I kind of wish I'd recorded the first one, but then I didn't quite understand. Technically I've done 3. I didn't quite understand how it all worked, and I was very nervous about leaving up the streams, in the sense, I think I'll say this loads and loads of times, when I do videos sometimes they're planned, but whatever happens I can sort of edit them down if I'm not happy with the outcome at the end. And when you do a stream, everything's live. There's things that happen that you're not prepared for, or you're not necessarily concentrating as much as you would be if you were recording a video, and you can't edit. So I was kind of worried about leaving them up.
How do you feel now?
Is that rain? I'm still nervous. Is
that what?
Well, apparently we were going to get a storm, weren't we? Was it today? No, it's something on the table. No, you should look at lightning maps. There's lightning all over Spain and France today.
Huh? There's no rain forecast today.
No, is it tomorrow? St. Helene. Definitely treating this like acrylic. Why are you retreating away? Come on. It's too thick, way too thick. Oh, bum. But it's not light enough. Dark enough. See, I've waited for the yellow to dry to come back in. Yellow. I think yellow and blue are the worst two to bleed, because you get green instantaneously, if that's even a word. Instantly. The Adventures of Bames, our names together. Rebecca was our thing, but Bames...
Not sold on that one.
Excuse me. That's just James. I'm the star. I can't believe how creative you are. Did you ever do creative writing?
No, but I wanted to. I did write a few sketches. But no, I wanted to.
Oh.
Never really came about.
So there's a spark of creativity there that I didn't know about. Right, let's exploit that. Can you write a book for me? Like ghostwrite it?
No.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You have to say no so that they know you've said no. Thank I hope I'm the same with you as I am with the internet. This is a very weird medium, isn't it? Half and half. Because, like, technically I'm creating content, but I'm also with you, and I'm also just, like, living. Like, you know, some people have, like, the YouTube persona.
People find it relaxing.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm the same.
It doesn't matter. Still you.
I want to be the same. But my YouTube self is very confident. Or at least, I think she's confident. Whereas my real self, I don't think is very confident. Fake confidence. No, no, that's going to bleed. No, no, no. There we go. Yeah, because that line's not right. Can you see me mix? Yes, you can. No, wrong place.
A calendar of your art pieces.
I think they're all too random to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe if I had like all the same design, perhaps, like the bottle, different ones of bottle.
This.
Not quite. No, the
No, I'm talking about something else.
Didn't sneeze.
Oh.
I don't know. So it's £1 just for the canvas. £4 plus postage. Yeah. Oh, eye's going again. Oh. I think I did paper cut my eye today. Not my blue bit, but the white bit.
That would suck.
Steroid injection. I haven't had an injection in my back before, but I have had needles in my back to try and help with pain and mobility. About 10 years ago, actually, during GCSEs. I collapsed during my GCSEs because of my legs, which is all related, but no, back then didn't realise. And gosh, it clears my sinuses out, my eye.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just really sore. Pain. Art is pain. But, no, good luck. Good luck. Da-dum, dum. Let's get rid of James. No.
He's too important.
James is very important. He gets me out of bed in the morning. Pulls off the sheets and yells at me to rise from my slumber. Actually, that was my dad about 10 years ago. But my dad used to yank the covers off. Trying to build up layers. I mean, watercolour isn't actually my medium. There's very few things I've posted online that have watercolour. It sort of was an easy medium to take to university and college. Like, on the go. Dries fast, waters to hand wherever you go. and the set itself is actually really portable, whereas oil paint's a nightmare. I think the door needs to be darker. I love cats. Excuse me. Puss is back, by the way. Puss is in the room next door. She's home. James couldn't escape her forever. Puss loves James. And James loves Puss, don't you, James?
Well, what Rebecca means is that Rebecca likes to pick up Puss and put her in my face. A lot. Literally shake it in my face.
She loves you. She purrs so much around you. Puss hates people. Puss is like a terribly anxious cat. She hides when people come into the flat. But with you... No. I mean, she loves me, but she's known me for like 10 years. She warmed to immediately. And Greyball likes you as well, actually. But Puss is just incredible that she likes you. You're a cat whisperer. You're incredible, James. I keep complimenting you in this stream. It's like I'm trying to say something. Can't actually see that, the reflection of the light. Sometimes they can go either way, I suppose. It really depends, but a loving cat that has been loved, or is loved over a period of time and warms up to the human is lovely. Like even Puss, she was a feral cat when she came to us, and she'd bite us and bite our toes at the end of the bed. And now she's the most unferal cat imaginable. The closest she is to being a feral cat is whacking me around the face when I wake up in the morning. She taps to say, "Mummy, wake up, food time." She did that this morning. Not a scratch, it's like a, "Oi, wake up. Feed me." Okay, I've done a bit more on my doors. You guys can't see any of that detail from there, but it's hard to really show it. It all looks black, but actually they are different colours. We weren't actually allowed to paint in our dorms hall at all. I remember the first holiday, they did an inspection and they had a go at me for having art materials in my bedroom and posters on the walls. I had one corner of the room, so then the next two inspections I just took them down before I went home for the holidays. But then there was nowhere really for me to paint at university, and like unlike all the English students in my flat, most of them wanted to be teachers. They were all trained to be teachers. They could go to the library and just do their coursework there, if the flat was too noisy or if they wanted peace and quiet. Whereas me, I couldn't take all my oil paintings across Canterbury to the library. I wouldn't even have been allowed to have painted in the library. Art at university was very unforgiving, I think.
Did you do art?
I did art, film, radio and television. And then in my second year I would have specialised, but I didn't get that far. I walked out. It was horrible that year. I felt like I was being treated like a baby the whole time. Because at that point I knew I wanted to do oil paint, like specialise. And they were sort of treating us like we were 5-year-olds, getting us to do everything imaginable. Like we'd never seen art before in our entire lives. It felt like a foundation year, which is specifically what I wanted to avoid. You have to do a foundation year if you do art, most of the time anyway. So I sort of said to myself, well, why didn't I do a foundation year if I'm doing all this, if I'm doing all this baby stuff? Yeah, I'm very bitter about uni. Can't see the reflection. Yeah, technically I can say I did art at uni. I'm trying to make my door darker. Can I explain why I have such a huge love for cats? I don't know. My parents had a 7-year-old cat at the time I was born, and I grew up most of my childhood with that one specific cat. And she was just part of our everyday lives for years, little Pebbles. She was a member of our family. I mean, they all are, but I know some people's relationship with their cats are not quite like mine. Mine are like children. When I was younger, I suppose, family member. Now they're like my babies. The motherly instincts kicked in. I think they're adorable. If you love them and they love you back, it's a lovely relationship. They don't talk back to me when I talk to them. They might meow. They can't escape from me when I love them.
Seems to be a theme for you.
I just want love. No one will love me. Well, at least I could say that about a year ago. Now I have James. That argument's invalid. Right, now I've got James, all the cats have to go. That to be smaller. Okay. Bye-bye, Jade. Doesn't sound like a good school. It's actually university. But I suppose it's also me as well. For some people, that course that I was on would have been fantastic. But for me, waste of time. See, it's more orange, isn't it? You tired, James?
Mm-hmm.
You can go to bed if you want.
I will. I was just about to go.
Aww. Yeah.
I bet you had your streams earlier.
Because I was cooking tea for us.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I was.
I don't remember that.
You told me to cook us tea.
I did.
You did.
How did that go?
I cooked it. Took a lot longer than I would have liked.
Where are the peas?
Do you want to show them our peas?
No.
They weren't eaten.
You okay?
Yeah, I saw.
I'm going to go lay down. I think you just pressed something.
Oh, did I? Did I lean on it? Probably double made it bigger.
Love you.
Love you. Next time you cook the tea.
I have many times.
Have you got your ice water?
Sorry?
Have you got water?
No.
Well, that's silly, isn't it?
Okay.
Just putting a coat down of a colour. You can see, yeah. See, because the door's wood. Gotta work fast. Go, 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 go. Before it dries. Go, go. Okay. Okay, we did it. See, it's still not dark enough. See, I would have thought this would be peak time to come on because of the Americans and that side of the world. But actually, it's turning out that doing it earlier is better, which is actually not really a good thing for me because I work better at night. I do have a photo as a template, but I am sort of, it's not quite gone, go away, it's not quite gone the way I wanted. I was going to do a completely different style, but it's taking longer than I thought. So I've sort of done it more realistic than I would have liked. I don't always have a reference. black. Yeah. Also, you can't really see the colour, so I don't think it really looks very good on there. Yeah, it is in focus. Nah, I'll do it earlier next time. My favourite book, one of my favourite books was Elsewhere. I think, I always say this, I think it's more aimed for younger children, but the story itself is pretty good. If she rewrote it for an adult audience, then it would be absolutely perfect. It was one of my goals for a long time to turn Elsewhere into a movie. I love the story, I love the book, I love the concept. I love the subjects it covers, and for a young adult novel, I think it was pretty good. See, that's quite big. Watercolours. I'm using Winsor & Newton. And the nail polish, I'm wearing Sally Hansen Gel, one of the blue ones. I'm a little bit disappointed in it. It was quite clear, quite watery. So I had to do at least, I've done 2 coats I think, but I think I need to do 3. It's durable, but just it just looks very translucent, which is not what I wanted. Thank you, by the way. James?
Yeah?
When do you want me to stop?
I don't mind.
Okay, because I know you want to go to bed.
No, you feel free for as long as you want.
Okay. If you do want to go to sleep, you can.
I'm already asleep.
Okay. Do I need to set an alarm?
I'll set one.
Okay. If I can't get in, I've got my airbed.
Okay.
You got a charger?
No. I've got full battery.
Okay. Okay. Get that colour mixed. It's too strong. It's almost like I've done this in complementary colours again. That wasn't quite, well, yeah, I wanted to sort of do something like that, but I didn't want it to look so realistic. I say realistic, it's just style wise it's nowhere near what I wanted. I mean, I'm not done yet. I overanalyze way too much. Okay. I know it's missing. Ah. James is my boyfriend who's staying over. So he's next door. So I'm not just talking to myself, there is somebody next door. Darker, a lot darker. Can't see my tissue. You can watch the stream later on YouTube, so don't worry, you don't have to stay awake, especially if you've got something important going on tomorrow. That didn't stay, which is annoying. That's a little bit better. Ah, hello Flora. It's Terry. Hello. I know there's a different noise. When it's a donation, it's a slightly different ding. Ah, another one. Wow, I think that's a first for me. I'm not sure what that is. Someone's hosting. I think, if I remember what James told me, it's when someone puts it on their own channel, I think. So, hey. So I'm quite new. I've been doing this for a week or so. So finding my feet, also simultaneously building the art, because I've not really painted for some time now. So it's also more a case of building up my own confidence again, simultaneously. Been far too long. And then that's where the windows start, isn't it? Hold on. Should we comment, shouldn't I? Okay, I need to make that darker. Used so much blue the last few days. See, I know that earlier I painted the side of that blue and I shouldn't have done, yellow and I shouldn't have done. I suppose there's no such thing as should have. Oh, follower. Hey. E1014. Hi. See, it's still too blue. So that was more of what I was going for. I was slowly getting there. I think what threw me is that the door is actually more, it's wood. And then there's sunshine on it as well, which is why I've gone for yellow. It's almost like I needed to choose what colour I was going for at the beginning. And go from there. I need to be careful how much blue I'm using because I haven't got enough. Yeah, James said that actually the other day, that we could do that. People host things on their channels. Somebody was hosting Bob Ross actually. Brown Man, I think. That's where James and I picked it up. We were watching Bob Ross painting trees, which is kind of cool. Still don't understand how it works with copyright. It's like retweeting but on a bigger scale. Thank you. I want to get it a lot darker. I'm worried that if I start adding gouache, and I've not experimented with gouache for such a long time, I'll do something wrong and I'll ruin it. That's my fear. So I'm adding more. I don't know if you can see I'm adding purple in. And I'll go over black lines in a minute. That's a bit better. That's where the trees start, I think. Maybe gouache next time, I suppose. Hello, Imprinted Heart. Hello. Yes, it's been a weird couple of days catching up, going through 2 years worth of messages. That doesn't sound very good saying it out loud, but I've tried my best going back through. Surprisingly, I'd been a lot better with my physical letters. I really struggle with emails. So thank you. I had a few people reply actually. I was expecting absolutely nothing back, but James has helped. See, we need some random splashes of orange in here. It's a little bit dark, but still. There we go. I want some colour. Just take some of that. See, that's more like watercolour. I can't believe I've been doing Etsy that long. Admittedly, I've taken a few big gaps, especially in the last year, but no, I started it early 2016. To time sort of catching us up, I suppose. That's better, there we go. Get a little bit of orange. Dee-dee-dum-bum. too watery. There we go. I'm going to go over some dark lines once it's a bit drier. Can't see the yellow, can you? Where did I buy my art supplies from? Excuse me. My main place is Hobbycraft. There was a big one near where I used to live. Well, I say near, it was nearer. CasArt's good, but you have to have your wits about you, have Google in front of you, because sometimes the labels say there's an offer and you think, oh, that's brilliant, like that price is fantastic. It's come down like, I don't know, £10–15, then you go on Amazon and it's even cheaper on Amazon. That's my experience, but CasArt, when I lived in London, was more accessible. You can order online from lots of stores now, but I like buying art supplies in person because you can judge the quality better. I've had some bad experiences where I've bought art materials online and they've arrived in bad condition and it's just a nightmare. Bought loads of canvases from Hobbycraft about a year, 2 years ago, and they all came badly made. And even now I've got like 10 of them still left that I've not been able to take back. New follower, hello, Kalisk1008. Yeah. See, the range is good, but I find the range near us, the prices were a lot higher than I thought they normally are anyway in the other stores that I've shopped in. Especially the canvases, goodness. And a bit more limited. Range is very random, whereas Hobbycraft is more for crafting. All kinds of crafting, but it depends if that's all you have. Use whatever you've got. Dum 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 ba da da dum dum. Right. Putting my little bits of yellow in. Oh yeah. Cool. Ah. Oh, is that where I've been leaning? Can't see my bit. That's where I've been leaning on the table. Whoops. Right, I want to go in with my blue irons after this. Just keep painting more. The more I paint, the more I've got to wait for it to dry. I'm going to darken it down a lot. It's still too light for me. The door's a good colour, but the rest of it's way too light. Yeah, way too light. Paint with me. See, in a way, I guess this is sort of, I don't think I could do designs and teach people like Bob Ross. I don't think I could do tutorials. I mean, even doing this, I've heard myself every now and again say something where I'm like, oh, you're sort of explaining how that works. That's pretty good. Where's my box of... But I don't think I could do that for a whole session. Sorry about the noise, hold on. particular brush and I haven't got one. No, no, Peachy Molly. That's alright, I've been posting less on the internet, I suppose. Not much. Keeping afloat. Working lots of different jobs. Trying to keep afloat. I know I just repeated myself, but I am keeping afloat. Just, I wouldn't say my life's that interesting. Which is another reason why I've kept quiet about it, because I've been a bit ashamed. I think I've painted that so many times, that little bit. It just gets so light so fast. There you go, getting my lines and my doors in. Finally. I feel like I need to get my acrylic. I don't think I have any black gouache. Let's see. I do actually. Let's see if it's actually still okay. It is, gosh. Okay, okay, here we go. Scary times. That is a lot darker. You can't see, but that is a lot darker. That's good, we'll try that. Gosh, blimey, yes it is. I did, when I was younger I used to watch Art Attack. On CITV I think it was. And what was the other one you said? Smart, and Smart, yes, when I was very, very little. I was trying to think of that programme actually recently, Smart. I think I submitted something to that at one point and it was in the credits. That's better. See, you're really dark as well, aren't you? I am the worst. I'm using this for the wrong way. In the wrong way. One second. Am I cheating if I use gouache over the top? Is that cheating? I feel like it's cheating. I don't want to use ink because then ink will go all shiny and that will ruin it. For some pieces, yeah, that'd be great. But that's not what I'm after with this. Okay. Just gotta remember where I've painted. Rift by Matt Lang. It's almost like I'm doing a black fine line around everything now. But that's more like what I was going for originally. I've got like half a set of gouache. Some of them have dried out. Some of them I used lots of. I know I used lots of white gouache. I don't think I've got any white left. That'd be so handy right now. Sorry if my head's in the way. No, it's not. Shadow. Okay. It's the other side I need to paint. Come on. can't see, my eyes watering. No, I can't see. I am on. The time is just after midnight, I think. I'm not going to go beyond 1:30. I kind of just want to get my eyes weeping so much. I just want to get some more black lines in and then stop. I'm not tired, it's just I cut my eye this morning. Actually, watercolour's a terrible thing to be doing when you're crying. Oh, and Patreon messages, that's the other thing I've been going through. I've seen there twice. Memoirs through the door. Hey, I'm quite new to Spotify. Actually, when you compare this to when I first started, that's not too bad. Just seen the picture I put on the Instagram, and if you compare the two, it's a lot better. Colour, no. Come on, eye, come on. No, no, no. Yeah, so that was it a while ago. Can't see, but still. Oh, see, this was just a beautiful church arch when I was out with my parents this weekend. The sun caught it really beautifully and I was just like, oh, so nice. Yeah, I'm doing gouache, aren't I? So I wanted to have a go. It's too much on the end of that. But it's usually colour. And that's a little bit better. See. See, that gouache has gone a little bit funny. Slightly too blue for me, that. You can't quite see. Excuse me. Papa, hello. Papa. Push, push. Puss is down there. Do you want to come say hello? I've done you food. See what's in the centre. Okay. That's getting a little bit better. Oh yeah, sorry, for those of you who don't know, I do talk to my cats. A lot. You can see, I think, she keeps missing the tray at the moment. So close yet so far. Rainbow, almost looks like a rainbow arch. Sorry. That side looks better, that side not so much. Let's work on this, shall we? There we go. Oh God, that frightened the life out of me. Don't know why that frightened me so much. I'm painting on paper from Art, just watercolor paper. Oh, hello, by the way, follower. Whoever it was, I didn't catch the name. But it's currently under lots of stuff. It was £11 for 50 sheets. So you've got to make every sheet count. I think there was a circle in there, I can't remember, and I haven't, my photo cuts off about here. Leave. See, if I did green, then it really would be rainbow. I'm going to try and make blue. Purple. Yay! Okay. I know I've painted several things several times. Including that bit. I know I've painted over that several times. No. I just, I had my volume turned up, I think. I've turned it down now, so no one else will scare me. It's all good. It's my fault. Good. Right, got about 12 minutes and then I shall stop. Stop at past. And that's a good enough shot. That's the cat. Adding some pink. One can never have too much pink. Was that one? Hey now, Papa. Come on. Everyone thinks I'm talking to myself. Don't say hello. Papa. You don't like sitting on laps, I know. You caught. Hold on. Hold on. Don't be catching my jumper. Don't be catching my jumper. Good girl. Oh, no. Cute cat can't have watercolor. Okay, do you want to go down? go if you want. Oh no, pretty go down. Hold on. Good girl. Good girl. Where's my little brush gone? One more thing I want to do. Can you see from there? Sorry, I know I've moved down. What else isn't dark enough? See, that side's got to be a lot darker. Nearly there. I've got like a minute left. do. So that's got to be there. I'm going to move it. That isn't where it is on the door, but I'm going to move it. There you go. Cool. That'll have to do. She keeps saying. Right. Ta-da! Looking at all my mistakes. Here. It's not quite right. That needs to come over. It's funny how that can help sometimes. There you go. And then they look too big. Oh, in shadow actually. Okay, I have to do. Okay, so, hurrah! Yeah. Can't really talk too much as James has fallen asleep next door, I think. Yes. It's my house then. I'll go drop a gouache. Yes. Let's have a look, see if I've missed anything. Oh, I can't scroll, can I? Oh yeah, no, I didn't read that one. It's funny, I recognise a few of the usernames. Cool. Right, well, that's that. Let's do a few little close-ups. Maybe I need to focus. So you got the pathway, the lovely door. I'm not happy with that top bit, but it's alright. Not too bad. Okay, I'm going to disappear, but I'll probably come on either tomorrow or the day after, something like that.